President Muhammadu Buhari says the nation requires the Christmas values of joy, peace, hope, love, goodwill, and imminent salvation to stem the rising insecurity in the country, economic recession, and the COVID-19 pandemic. The president stated this in his 2020 Christmas message to Nigerians, which was issued by his spokesman, Femi Adesina, in Abuja on Thursday. He felicitated with Christians in particular and Nigerians in general on the joyous occasion of Christmas 2020, commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ. He said, Christendom, Christmas season represents joy, peace, hope, love, goodwill, and imminent salvation. These worthy values which Jesus' advent symbolized are very much needed in our country at this time when we are confronted with diverse challenges like the rising spate of armed banditry, kidnappings, insurgency, economic recession, and upsurge of COVID-19 infections. I wish to therefore enjoin fellow compatriots to appropriate the hope that comes with Christmas and reinvest trust in this administration's determination and unwavering commitment to restore peace, security, and prosperity to our dear country. Under my watch, the federal government will continue to provide the needed support within available resources to the gallant members of our armed forces and security agencies as well as they confront threats to our citizens. While I commend them for their efforts so far, I urge them to do more to checkmate increasing incidents of security threats, especially in the northern parts of the country, as well as the entire nation in varying degrees. Their display of tact, camaraderie, and expertise that led to the recent return of abducted schoolboys of Government Science Secondary School, Kankara, will remain a milestone in the annals of the country. For me, providing security for all residents in the country remains an article of faith. It formed a vital segment of this administration's three-point agenda right from inception, and we must follow through with it. I cannot in good conscience shirk this cardinal responsibility to secure lives and property. I feel pain each time a breach of peace and security occurs in any part of the nation. I am even more distressed when our youth, especially school children, are the targets and victims of mindless and malevolent elements in the society. As a parent, I share the emotional torture and agony parents and guardians go through whenever their children and wards fall into the cruel hands of these enemies of decency and good society. He also assured that in line with his campaign promise, he would continue to do his best to ensure the safety of Nigerians wherever they live in the country. According to him, he feels pained anytime there is a security breach in the country, especially when young Nigerians are involved. The president, however, affirmed that solution to the problem is more than the simplistic suggestion being advocated, saying that this administration would remain focused on its multidimensional approach to the incident. On the celebration, he called on citizens to use the season of goodwill and joy to renew their faith in the ability of his administration to make a lasting difference in the lives of hardworking people. As social intervention measures and other economic policies are already yielding positive results, even at modest rates, we shall deliberately target our youth so that they will not fall into the trap of unpatriotic elements to foment social disobedience leading to avoidable loss of lives and property. Let me reiterate that while the right to peaceful association and protest is guaranteed under our laws, this administration will not fold its arms and watch protests, however well intended, degenerate into wanton killings of law enforcement and other security personnel, as well as the destruction of private and national assets. It is gladdening to note that the various schemes and components of economic sustainability plan are being implemented faithfully to support micro small businesses. I am particularly delighted that artisans, small-time transporters, traders, and farmers are the main beneficiaries as we continue to provide safety nets to the most vulnerable members of our society, as well as business owners to mitigate the harsh economic environment occasioned by COVID-19. In spite of dwindling national revenue worsened by the pandemic, we will do all that is required to fully implement the 2021 budget of economic recovery and resilience. We are optimistic that, all things being equal, we should be able to exit recession at the shortest possible time. Hmm. You see, the problem we are having in this country is that the same problem that's occurred during the last administration, this administration is now admitting that they are the same, they have the same, they are experiencing the same problems. Leave this COVID-19. COVID-19 just started this year, and I'm sure Nigeria, it's not as if Nigerians have been living in plenty and in affluence since 2015 to 2020, early this 2020. So what went wrong? They will tell you, oh, oil was not sold, was not selling for 100 naira per barrel, $100 per barrel, because those were their excuses. No, 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 no. All the policies they have made, it has not brought difficulty to the people of the nation. It has not brought difficulty to the country, but the difficulty we experienced in 2015 to 2020 is as a result of the misrule, 16 years misrule of PDP. That is what they are telling us. It is not their own policy that caused all those problems within that time. Now, they are now shifting it gradually to COVID-19. What happened between 2015 and 2020 that Nigerians were suffering? We went into recession. What caused it? It is not a COVID-19. They will still tell you it is answers that caused it. But the good thing is that they are acknowledging the fact that we have problems. But if you ask them thoroughly in details again, they will begin to tell you they must shift this blame back to the previous administration, because we believe that you know what it takes, because definitely there must be problems, then you have to tackle it because you are smarter. According to what he said, good luck Jonathan's administration is not as smart as Buhari's government, because as far as I'm concerned, it is Femi Adesina that is speaking, not the president. It is Femi Adesina that is speaking, not the president. If the president wants to speak, he knows how, and he should know how to relate with the people. He should know how to relate with the people, not sending message. He just sending the message, he cannot talk. Well, this is a good one, according to reactions of people. Wait till this one they talk. May God put his blessing or bless this message and transform it to reality in the name of Jesus. Empty talk coming from someone practicing nepotism. The message is accepted without minding the source. May God help our alien nation. Your actions is against your speech. You cried when you lost to Jonathan in 2011, and we still don't know why you should then come to power and Nigerians are subjected to this high level of insecurity. I don't understand. I don't understand. Acknowledging the fact that there are problems, because they will tell you there were no problems, that people are just, they always use this word, disgruntled elements. Disgruntled elements. Do you know what? It is just a act of insensitivity. The only thing this government, whether the government of the day or the government of the past or government of the day at any point in time, the only thing they always see oppositions. They don't see the masses. They are always seeing the oppositions, those who are in the same cadre with them, that are enjoying with them, because those ones are always coming out to say, oh, this and this and that. So I think they always see the Nigerian people as the opposition. They don't see the real Nigerians that do not belong to any of these political parties. The Nigerians that are suffering, they don't see all of those things. They see PDP, they see Atiku, they see Saraki, or all those ones are in opposition party. They see all this Dino Milai, all those PDP people. They see them as the Nigerians, so they believe that they are not suffering. Maybe they are just making up things. Because if you know what an average Nigerian is passing through, you will not be downplaying some of these things that people are complaining about. It is the opposition that are always speaking or talking about what people are going through. And that was the same thing you guys were using when you were in opposition. But now you are seeing the Nigerian people as the opposition. You are seeing all those PDP as the opposition, because those ones are where to do. So when they are even talking about what is happening to the people, you don't even feel it. And when the people who are feeling it are talking, you say, oh, they are in connivance with the opposition, because they believe that they are speaking against them. If you know what an average Nigerian man or woman is facing, of course, those are the statement you always make will not be coming up, and it's very, very unfortunate. So, guys, they have told us that Nigeria needs Christmas values to tackle insecurity. So, leave your comments below and let's have your take.